Hey, you hacked the matrix. Welcome back. Okay, well, thanks for taking the time, man. So for everybody in here, this is Alex Krakolinig. He's based in Austria, kind of all over the world, but he's based in wherever his consciousness takes him. But he's an amazing healer, a really, really world-class individual. And there's a lot of not so great information in the spiritual community. That's why there's a lot of healers that are broke or struggling. They're not able to make a shift in themselves. Alex has completely changed my life. He's the reason that I have 500,000 followers on TikTok. He's the reason that I've been able to create an abundant lifestyle for myself, because he just helps to open up your energetic field so that you can experience things that most people will never get to experience because they can't see through their own mind shit and lack of awareness. So Alex, man, good to see you, brother.
Nice to see you all. Thank you for the invitation. Yeah. For me, actually, my way was more about healing, just about physical healing, mental healing, everything what comes up in your life. And one day I started to write in Facebook about money healing, because I also had one time a big struggle when I was traveling. I was on -3,000. I didn't know where to go, what to do, and my next flight was to Hawaii. And that was for me one very important lesson, that I understood, like, we have like three parts in us. One is about relationship, one is about money, and one is about social stuff. And so for each person, something is much more important. So for persons who mostly just are on money, mostly don't have so much focus on healing or relationship. And for people who just want consciousness, then they don't care about so much about money and all this stuff. So you're not in balance. And so for me, it was the same thing. For me, it was like, okay, 80% healing and consciousness, and maybe 5% money, and 15% maybe relationships or whatever. And so I understood, oh, if you're not balanced, how can you be balanced in life when you don't even balanced in this very important thing? And at that time, I was -3,000 on my bank account. I had my next flight to Hawaii. I don't know where money should come. I was totally like, fuck off. What is the world bringing to me? And I came into this situation because I trusted another person, who I gave like some 8,000 euro because he wanted to invest in some monk water, in some special stuff. And so, oh, I can still do healing for free donation, and I don't need to get money for people who don't even have money. So I still can offer healing for free and for free donation. But I understood later it's not working that way. If you're not really extremely famous, it won't work, because there's a reason why people are poor, and by people making this kind of decision, not having money. And there's so many programs in the subconscious mind why you don't love money. And we actually just had yesterday a long talk with one of our friends. He is also in a situation. He got a lot of contacts. He knows so many things. He's researching thousands of stuff, but he can't bring this stuff in his life because he's not in love. And the thing is, money follows joy. And if you don't love money, and you're still judging money for all the criminal shit what's going out here in the slavery system, it's like with everything in life. If you don't love it, how should it come to you? It's just another, everything in creation is love. So when you love a woman and you invite it with love, she will come. When you invite your dream car, you have to love it. And for people, it's mostly they are greedy and, oh, I want money, I need money because I'm otherwise not surviving. And therefore, like, imagine I'm always coming to you and tell you, Alex, give me, Max, give me this, give me this, give me this. Oh, I need you. Come on. Why are you not here for me? Then you're like a walking drama queen. You always want to have everything, but you're not ready to receive it, not to do something for it. You're constantly complaining instead of finally working for something. And when all this subconscious program is released, and you become this magnetic vortex. That's why I said, okay, let's do a money healing, because it's not just about money. Money is just a side effect of it. It's all about self-worth. Because if you have a value for your time, for your work, you are healthier, you are happier, your life become abundant because you finally have sane boundaries. And I think for me, I always was like depleting in energy. Why? Because I was constantly giving. Of course, I also received, but then I never cared about myself because I was like victimizing myself by helping everyone else. Because I was hoping, oh, if everyone else is happy, finally, oh, I also can relax because I can give them all the information. We have a happy world. No, people are choosing their stupidity. And the thing is, you can't make anyone intelligent. You just can live it forward by example. And so for me, then I was still I do healing for free when I feel, oh, this I just do out from my compassion and my love because I'm happy and I have no greed. I'm happy to give everything. But at the same time also know, oh, it's my space, it's my time, it's my life. What do I want to create? Do I want to be constantly with victims, like sucking my energy, or do I want to be with people who wants to create something? And that's why I had to raise my prices, because then I saw, okay, people who really want to manifest big projects, big money, they don't have this strong greedy aspect with all the people who are then at your seminar if you just charge 100 and then still complaining. No, you have to charge 10,000. And then you see, oh, which people do you invite? People who already had created something so you can become bigger. And it doesn't mean that you are mean just because you don't support the victims anymore. You support in a different way. So then you take your time that you really feel like, oh, is this person really ready to receive? Because then they will write you differently. They will write you something like, oh, Alex, I don't have the money right now. What can I do for you to make it happen? Is there any way how I can maybe support you or do something? Because I really feel this will be the knowledge what I need to change. And just my other friend, he was also like broke, and then he had to invest like 5,000 euro, and then he was on a sales call with this guy, Bob Proctor or something, and this guy said, oh, sorry, we need like minimum 5,000. And he said, oh, I only have 1,000, but what can we do? And then he said, okay, wait a second. He called Bob Proctor and they said, okay, I feel you're ready. You just organize 2,000. And he put all the money accounts together. He only had 2,004 euros on his credit card to give it then, really invested him. And in a short time, he had 10,000 back. And that's the thing about really investing into yourself and knowing, because people sometimes need this pressure, this pain to get out of this old program. Because when you stay in your comfort zone, nothing will change, and then you're also not ready. There's nothing bad about it. Be comfortable, but don't expect anything to have a big change. Yeah. And I think this is one of the biggest impacts. So I also, for me, I was always comfortable. I was always a minimalist. I know I don't need to have anything. I can sleep on the floor, in the tree. I don't care, because I could adapt for everything. So I felt, okay, the most important thing is to be adaptive. And then was this thing, yeah, but okay, when I was young, it doesn't matter. But then it's about what is really supported. What supports your body, the clothes you're wearing, the stuff you're eating. Because how can you talk about abundance, spirituality, and freedom if you're still in lack? If you're still not supporting your body? Because of course I can say, oh, everything is mind. Yeah, but the body also has consciousness. And you have to ask your body, what do you need? Do you need to sleep maybe just 3 hours or like 30? It doesn't matter. When you let go of the judgment and just ask what is right in this present moment, you will always know your inner truth, what will support you on your way, instead of constantly looking for more concepts. Oh, what do I have to do? Oh, who will tell me the truth? Oh, I have to look at this or that. No. For me, the most important thing is that you hear your inner voice, your inner feeling, because then you're not in need of anyone else. Of course, it's helpful to have one who guides you a little bit on the way, but my guidance is always about self-empowerment. I just give you the right questions that you can feel yourself.
So,
And
so how can you empower yourself so that you can, like you mentioned that you made this shift, right? Sarah also mentioned in the comments that you helped her go from almost totally broke in 2020 to nearly 2 million now, which is awesome. But like for people that are watching, like how do you tangibly make that shift? So you're talking about self-love. You're talking about letting go of these stories about money and judgments, you know, these negative emotions. You're talking about like leaving the comfort zone and going into the pain around money. So like, how did you tangibly make that change so that you could get out of the struggle and find ease with it?
One thing is I connect the energy. It's like I work more than 12 years in quantum healing. Therefore, I know all the possibilities. I just play with the field and let the energy change. It doesn't matter if it's now a broken leg or whatever. I have to invite the change energetically wise. The other thing is to open your inner intuition and your subconscious to reprogram it. And when you feel the difference, then you will feel also the reaction later in the outside. And then it's just like, okay, let's see what will happen. Or just, you can still maybe remember on the feedbacks from the last money seminar, what we did with the people, or what happened when we had one, I don't know if it was last year, when in the break you got an email and got more sales and things like this just happened.
Yeah, we were doing a meditation, dragon energy meditation. I got 5,000 followers while we were doing that. Which is like, it hadn't posted anything for 2 weeks. We just went into the energy, you know? Yeah.
So when everything is energy, then it's time that you also prove it. For me, don't believe anything what I'm saying. We're here to prove it. You are here to live it. Otherwise, it's just a nice concept. But if you still stay in your victimness, you're not embodying. And that's the main problem, that people know already everything. And then, oh, it's not working. I wonder why, but I've tried this. No, stop trying. Just do it and stay there. Because if you fail 100,000 times and you see yourself as a loser and you stop it, maybe you just forgot to do it one time more and you win it. And that's when people are giving up. And in sports, it's like the only thing what you give up is a letter. There is no giving up. I did extreme sports, I did triathlon, decathlon, did over 200 sports. And the difference between a victim and someone who really wants to change something is it doesn't matter how much you fail. If you really want something, you will find a way. If you don't want something, you will find an excuse why everyone else is fault. Oh, it's because the system don't support me. It's because I have children. It's Stop talking. Stop fucking talking. I don't want to listen to your crap. I don't have time for excuses. Or give me 1,000 euro, maybe I listen for you for 1 hour. Or I don't have time for your mind shit. I'm here to love you. I'm here to support you, but I don't have time to listen to nonsense. I listened for 1 minute to show you what you are repeating in your subconscious, what you're believing in your mind shit. And then, oh fuck, why are you choosing it? Why do you use stupidity against you? Why are you self-sabotaging?
Would you say this for any excuse? Would you say that like any excuse about why you can't have more money is nonsense?
Every excuse is nonsense. Doesn't matter which topic.
No mercy.
No, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
Because it's what I've seen in so many ways. And for me was always, if I can do it, everyone can do it. And I also have lived first like a victim life. I also had so many excuses. I also couldn't believe how this should work. And I only talk from experience. Everything else, I'm not here to tell you, oh, this book says this, or oh, the Holy Bible, whatever. Ah, ça va bien. Hola de Bordeaux.
So, yeah, go on.
No.
Yes, so well, another thing you mentioned is how people feel about money or abundance. You know, how the emotions that they have towards it is going to affect. Like, if you don't want something, if something stresses you out, then you're not going to invite that experience to you. It's a funny thing that I've noticed too is like people that make money very easily. When I ask them the emotions that come up with it, they feel very good, very positive emotions. You know, they feel loved, they feel warmed, they feel comforted by money. But people that struggle with it and that always never have enough and that always find excuses, it's always negative emotions. It's anxiety, it's fear that comes up, it's anger that comes up. You know, so I understand you said playing with the energy field, and that makes a lot of sense to me because you've shown me what this means. If you're in a negative state with money, how do you play with that?
How I play with it, for me, it's like it became a normal reality after a lot of time of practice, but everyone can do it. So I always stay in the question because every question opens a new room of possibility. Every fixed answer just allows you to repeat the same experience. It doesn't matter if it's money or if it's relationship. If you're not ready to change it, immediately you will always repeat the same thing. And then it's more about, oh, this is my current reality. So the first thing is always the present. So what is now? Okay, now it's shit. Can I fully welcome and accept the shit right now? Because if I'm ignoring it and try to lie to myself, oh, it's not like this, then you are like manipulating yourself. For me, I don't like so much to have like positive affirmation if you still are afraid of something. Because it's not working. Then it's the subconscious like working against your conscious. It's not in peace. First, I have to let go of this fear of the present. Oh, now it's shit. Okay. Then I just feel the shit. Oh, I'm depressive. Oh, I just want to feel depressed. Oh, nice. And I fully bask in the shit. Because then it can't overpower you anymore. The only reason why it's overpowering you and why you stay in this is because you believe you are the emotion. But what if 99% of what you feel and what you think is not you? What if you
believe you're an emotion? That's really big. You believe you're an emotion.
Yeah, I think, and many people are doing it. You experience that disappointment, and then the next relationship again. Oh, but maybe she is cheating on me or whatever. It's an emotion what comes up if you don't heal it. It's the fear, and it's constantly repeating in circles, like a spiral going on, going on. Just look at all the girlfriends you had in your life. How did they change? How was their mental issue? How was the relationship issue? And then you can see, oh shit, that's me. Why I'm choosing all the time the same pain woman? Or is it changing? Sometimes you have someone who is totally different. So, oh, cool, something changed. So it's all about the unwriting process. And that's a problem in a relationship when one person is changing and the other person is not ready to go forward. Then you have to leave her. Even if you love her, say, sorry, I love you, but I don't see there's anything that we can create together. It's not working. And I think people are so attached to relationship, to ideas, to whatever. Attachment always creates drama. The more you really understand that life, the only constant thing is change, and that you have to be comfortable with the unknown, life becomes easy. But for all the control freaks out there, they have a lot of problems now. Because they always want to have a safe box where they can believe, oh, this is truth, or what is the right thing to do, or am I right when I say this? It's all about being right. But are you ready to be happy, or do you still want to be right? A really happy person don't care about rightness. They're just here to enjoy.
So what are some attachments that might limit someone's money flow? so that they can't be this magnetic vortex? What would some attachments be, like, as examples?
That only criminal people have a lot of money. It's one of the beliefs, like from the childhood, when the parents told you, oh, the politicians, oh, this one, or this one, and this goes in the head. Or I just met a person in the park when I was out with the dog, and he said, yeah, but nowadays you can't even have this money if you're not criminal. I said, oh, wow, interesting point of view that you have this point of view.
Wow.
This is just program, and this, so you immediately see, oh, he's not allowed to have even more money, because then he would tell himself, oh, am I a criminal now? And before I'm a criminal, I'm already poor. That's just one of 1,000 of different subconscious programs. And so for me, like for the seminar, like next weekend, I have a lot of I have like 150 questions what I want to give to work deeper, but we will have maybe 300 questions. Let's see what will happen. So for me, I always ask the field, what is the right question for you right now to make the shift? Because sometimes it's just one sentence and you start crying and you don't even know why, or you become happy or whatever, because it just triggers the root in you. Yeah,
it's a lot more important. You've taught me that, knowing what question to ask rather than searching for a solution. The question is so much more powerful. And you mentioned the seminar. We are having Alex is teaching a seminar online on Zoom this weekend. It's called How to Become a Money Vortex. It's very transformative. It's going to be an amazing opportunity. He doesn't teach a lot anymore, but he wants to help out my community. So if you guys want to train with him personally this weekend, the link is in my bio, and you can access the seminar, sign up through there. It's $555 USD. And I wanted to ask you another thing. Well, actually, I wanted to share something with you. A funny thing that happened from one of the last money seminars. So I don't want to say the person's name, but they were in attendance to the seminar, and they basically just went through all of this, just a challenging experience, a really challenging experience. And then they came out of it, and then her dad had been out of her life completely for most of her life. And then her dad came back into her life and got her a place to live rent-free. She just went through this terrible experience where she couldn't pay for anything. She lost the house she was renting and all this. Her dad came back into her life, got her a place to rent, and also is paying off all of her credit card bills that she's been living off of for the last years. She's been unemployed for several years, living off of credit cards. So her dad's coming back in all of a sudden, paying off everything in her life. And now she has a completely new bill on life. And she's so excited. And she's like, she's saying like the stuff that I've been learning is working. It's only possible because I was able to stay in this state. And yeah, I just wanted to share that really amazing story.
And there are so many stories, and I think it's also very important to hear different stories that people know, oh, it's also possible for me. That's why I said to the people, please share it in the community after every seminar, what they experience, because then you keep the frequency of change very high, because you got triggered, oh, when this person manifested this, what can I manifest? Because we're all just normal persons. We are all the same. We're all the same stupid.
Good point. Yeah, we like to put other people on a pedestal.
It's like I just had like Sarah had a very strong trigger in something about trust. And I asked her, so what do you need now to change? Because for me, all the mind stuff, it's quite easy, I have to say. Why? Because I trained it for a long time. And so everything what you train for a long time becomes easy. And for Sarah, it was easy after even being broke for such a long time. When she made the shift and said, oh, money, it's so normal, it's so easy. I said, yeah, for you. Because for you, this was very important to have this experience. But so many people out there, it's much easier to do something what is maybe hard for you that you can't do. And so it's more important to know, oh, what is easy for me and how I can use this easiness and what I can do into the stuff what I don't like to do and have struggled with. And it's all the same process. It doesn't matter if it's sports or if it's something else. And I think this is some people totally underestimate their power, because we all have the force, this power in us to make a change. And it's about, are you ready to trust yourself? Are you ready to believe? Are you ready to receive? Because it's all about, because when you have an abundant universe where everything is possible, how can you say, oh no, not for me? Then you're in separation. Then you're an asshole because you want to be in right with your victims. And it's like, if you have trained a handstand, it doesn't matter if I even come at 3 o'clock in the morning and tell you, Max, stand up to a fucking handstand. You can do it because you've trained it for a long time. But if you're still on the way, then it's hard. And it doesn't matter with everything you try. But also, or an easy example, it's like you also don't forget how to ride a bicycle once you have ridden it, right? Or driving a car. You don't forget it because you start to embody after, let's say, half year of practice. And that's the same thing. Doesn't matter if it's money, it doesn't matter if it's relationship, it's all the same thing. And it's just like, what do you practice every day? Do you practice relationship every day? Do you practice money every day? Do you practice whatever? Sports.
For a lot of people,
are you willing to practice your money consciousness?
I think for a lot of people, practicing money is like working really hard and like grinding, you know? So like, what do you say to that?
Should I trigger already all the kind of people? What I'm just as reason for training.
For people watching the replay,
everything what you believe is your kind of reality, what you want to believe. So
you're talking to Ryan.
Another experience. There was one girl. She lives in Romania, and I met her in one of seminar when I was in Bulgaria, and then she said, "Oh, I want to come to the Force New seminars," and I said, "Okay, the next one will be in Germany and in German. So if you really want to come, this is the price." And she said, "Oh, I'm still waiting for money. I need to get 1,500 minimum." And the other thing is it's even in German. So as an English speaker, it would be very hard for you. But of course, some people would translate, and it's more about the exercise too and the energy. And then I said, if you really want it, money will come your way. And the seminar started on Friday, and on Wednesday, the money was coming. And she was writing me, "Alex, the money is coming." But now it's like, should I really invest it now? I said, "Hey, look, you've manifested it for this seminar." So the money even came 3 days before because you made the decision. And it's all about making the decision. And she was there and it was totally changing her life. And now she is teaching many things from all different spiritual paths.
Is this Deanna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, I got to meet her in Romania last year. That was cool. But okay, so he's saying if you make a decision, then you'll make it happen. You know, another thing that was really big along those lines, when we were in Austria over the summer, we did the sun yoga training, and he's talking about Sun Yogi was talking about how basically how to have anything you want, and he said I must die to make this happen. It's like I must make it happen. Nothing will stop this from happening. Like when you have that kind of internal commitment, that is so powerful, and it's so much more powerful than this kind of oh, I don't know if it's going to be possible, because you're staying in this place of just nothing, you were wavering. You're not making a choice. You're saying oh, maybe if it were possible, but I see what you're saying. Because when you make a decision, the energy changes.
With every professional person, doesn't matter if it's business or if it's sport, there is an urge to really own it, to own the movement in sport, to own that you are the best in the sport right now, to own the money to become a millionaire. I feel like, oh, this will become a part of me, and there is no excuse till I have it. And it's just like, okay, are you willing to go deep into your process of all excuses and to become the energy to create what you really want? Are you ready that your wishes become true? When everything is possible, what are you ready to achieve right now? Are you ready for the seminar? Then I'll see you on Sunday. If not, then maybe somewhere else. Or never.
Well said. So, yeah, so we're having the seminar this Sunday. The times are 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., I think, Central Time. So, like, Central United States, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's going to be the seminar time. It's going to be really deep, intensive training with Alex. And again, he doesn't do this a lot anymore, especially not in English. So, if you speak English, I recommend trying to make this this seminar. And yeah, I think it'll be a really great opportunity. I'm really excited to have this and show this to you guys.
So
Alex,
the possibility is to be live in the seminar for this price, or to pay even 200 more to look at the recording.
Okay, so it's okay. It's
That's the decision then.
But if you
If
get into the seminar and you attend live, I think that they will get the recording, right?
Pardon?
They'll get the recording if they attend the seminar, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Rylan said, "Okay, I'm coming."
But for me, what changed was first, like, people make like early bird and all this crap. I have to say, I'm sorry. And they say, oh, if you paid a recording, then it's cheap. I said, no, bring people finally into action. I give you the possibility now to make it that cheap, because ordinary I don't do any session, even if I do private session, for less than 1,000 an hour.
Yeah, you're 1,000 euros an hour.
Yeah, so that's my time. So for me, okay, I'm willing to do it less, so more people who are already like struggling have the possibility to really get more out of it. It would be much more, because what people don't get when they say, oh, why is the price so high in this or that? Or look, if you even just want to go to, what is this famous speaker? Tony Robbins. If you just be in the club from them, you have to pay 100,000 a year just to be in the club. You don't even get that much from it, just because of the connection. And that's the thing, like, when you value knowledge, you start valuing yourself. For me, in the beginning, it was always, oh, I still want to give things for free because I'm happy that people change. But then I saw people are not using all the stuff that you give if you don't raise the prices. And I also didn't want to believe, because I'm a helper. I'm not a businessman. I want to help people. I want to see people making amazing stuff and creating and being happy. But it's not working by supporting the victimness. And that was also hard for me to really let go later from people who are not ready to change, because you always want to be connected to everyone. So no, many people just choose to be a victim, choose to be an asshole, or choose to be whatever. And you can't stay with them then for long, because they are bringing you down, your possibility, your creation. You stay then in the wrong field. And that's the same with all the quantum entanglement. If you want to create something, go with the people who want to create something, not to people who constantly blame about something.
Rylan said, "I'm coming, decision made."
Nice to see you on Sunday.
Nice shift. And Galactic Mastery, we go way back. I think he was from AMI, actually. He said, "I'm charging 150 an hour for quantum healing. And don't you need a bigger audience to charge that much and find somebody that's willing to pay?" That's a good question.
I have to be short because actually I already have to go.
Sorry, I'm supposed to end. Well, the last question.
The thing is, for my healing session, what I've done maybe 20 years back, First, I did everything on free donation. Then I charged 50 euro for 1 hour. And just the change from 50 euro to 100 was like, fuck, after the session, have I done enough for it? Because we have so much guilt feeling. We don't value the time, the knowledge, everything what we've done to become that good in the stuff what we are doing. And the thing is, even now, when I had like, I don't know, 300 people in my group, and I know there's still people from the early beginning where I was not charging that much, but I said, hey, I want to teach you self-mastery, so I have to raise the price that you also start raises your prices and your quality. And that's the thing. You have, when you start later to raise your prices, some people will disappear and tell you, you're an asshole, you just want money, blah, blah, blah. But then the right people are coming who value your time. And with this kind of people, you start creating instead of constantly like peeping, constantly healing, helping, blah, blah, blah. And just ask yourself, is 150 enough for this hour? Just ask yourself, what is the price what I really have? And we did exercises like this. Okay, when I give you 200 in your hand, what is the feeling? Are you ready to raise it? You still can write, okay, 150 is the minimum, and see what else they will give you. So it always depends on you, because I said I don't want to give this knowledge to everyone anymore. Why? Because I just support everyone, but there are not many people who are creators to really do something on a bigger scale. And so, okay, then I changed the seminar now from 2,000 euro to 5,000 euro for the weekend seminar. Why? Not because I need money. No, because I want to have the right people. I want to have teachers who want to create, people who lead more other people. I want to bring the teachers to me to make better teachers. And this was also hard for me because I was always a healer. I didn't care who you are, what you do. For me, it's just please give everything to everyone. But there's one saying, don't throw the purse to the pigs. And this I could learn so many times. All the time when I was gifting too much, I got a slap in the face. Then all the victimness came up. Oh, you're this, blah, blah, blah. Because you start to invite all these energy vampires by being too nice and always supporting. First, the self-value, the respect, the character must be clean. Otherwise, you're constantly giving, people are sucking and not changing. And I just have experienced this just some days ago again. And that's the thing, when people are not ready to change, it doesn't matter what you say. They are in love with their own mindset. And so, then I said, no, I don't want to deal with these people anymore, that I have to manipulate you, that you are willing to receive love and healing. Fuck off. I don't need you. Come when you're ready. Come when you're ready for love. Come when you're ready for healing.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
Alex, for listening. My friends are already waiting at the door because we're going for dinner.
Well, appreciate your time. I'm sure everyone here is grateful for the transmission. So, guys, if you want to train with Alex this weekend, it's going to be Sunday, November 12th, 10 a.m. Central Time. Link is in the bio to register for the seminar. Okay.
Thank you for listening. See you on Sunday.
Peace, brother. See you
soon.
Have
a wonderful evening.
Bye now.
Bye. Be correct.